Hi everybody, it's Tim Daly with your tip of the week. I'm doing this on a Friday afternoon and it's raining here in Jacksonville, and that's a really good thing because we've had a lot of fires in the state of Florida, in Georgia and Arizona and Texas. So we're looking for the rain to help us put out the fires, and hopefully lightning strikes don't start more fires. So thank you for the rain. Now, here's Tim's tip of the week. I was reading in the LA Times about this scam these fraudsters are doing, right? They send you a letter telling you that your servicing rights and your mortgage has changed and you need to send your mortgage payments to a new servicer. Now this happens in the mortgage business a lot. So people then start sending their checks to a new mortgage servicer. Problem is, it was a scam. The new mortgage servicer doesn't even exist. What happens is, you do that for a couple months, then you realize you're late, but at that time those fraudsters are long gone. So how do you stop that from happening? Well, the law says that the existing servicer has to send you a letter telling you that your mortgage servicing rights are changing, and that should have your pertinent information on there. You know, your name, address, how much you owe, what your account number is with that lender and stuff. And then you should get a new letter from the new servicer with the same type of information, giving you the same information. What I would do at that point in time is I would call them both and make sure it's valid before we start sending money to an organization that doesn't even exist. And that got to me thinking about credit monitoring too. And a lot of folks are out there spending some money on credit monitoring. The way I do my credit monitoring is 3 times a year I go to annualcreditreport.com. At annualcreditreport.com I can get a free credit report. So if I do that, then there's 3 bureaus. So if I go there 3 times a year, I get a free credit report, 1 from each bureau, 3 times a year, and that way every 4 months I'm monitoring my credit, make sure my credit report is accurate, make sure there's no discrepancies and no fraud going on in my credit report, and I'm doing it for free, which is a lot better than spending, you know, $200-300 a year in credit monitoring. So think about that. First thing is mortgage servicers. Make sure you understand the law, make sure you call before you start sending checks to somebody else, and annualcreditreport.com to get free credit reports so you can do your own credit monitoring and stop spending $10-15 a month. This is Tim Daly, your mortgage consultant for life, with 2 tips this week at 904-347-9425. Thank you, and make it a great day.